What is good? What is happening, everyone? It's your boy Ferris Madonna. Welcome to a special edition of Ferris of Good Friends, Better Rivals play-by-play with your boy Ferris Madonna. Today we are doing preseason week 1 for the New York Football Giants. Today we got the Giants, we got the Minnesota Vikings. We have people fighting for their lives to make this roster. And one of them being is Odell Beckham Jr., one of the greatest wide receivers ever to don on the New York Giants football jersey. So today we're about to see if he makes the team. If he doesn't make the team, he needs some of these reps. But also, too, a lot of people are going to be looking for the young rookie in the middle in the defense, Arvell Reese. A lot of reports pregame have said he's been a part of the starting unit in warmups. It's him and Micah McFadden. So we're going to see probably Micah McFadden and him. So we'll see how that goes. Without further ado, we're also going to see some starters on the offensive side a little bit as well. So be on the lookout for that. So I believe that'll be Jackson Dart and some of the offensive skill position players, which makes sense, right? New offensive coordinator, new QB coach, new team. You want the offense to get some chemistry, some groove a little bit before you don't play them in that last game in the preseason. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I didn't. Oh, my bad. I didn't change the title. Oh, my bad. How do I change the title? Okay, there it is. And the ball is away. The Giants are going to be on defense first. Ben Sauls with the lefty being brought out by the Minnesota Vikings. Tackled at the 30-yard line. Tremendous coverage right there for the New York Giants. The offensive series for the Minnesota Vikings starts it off. Sorry, give me a moment, guys. Trying to fix this. Minnesota. How does a brother spell Minnesota? Open up the schools. Open up the schools, everyone. First and 10 at the 30-yard line for the Minnesota Vikings. Kyler Murray under center. It's a run play to the left. Finding a crease. He got the crease. He got the first down and then some. Ooh, Aaron Jones rumbling, tumbling, going for that first down. And once again, the New York Giants cannot stop the run. I'm gonna delete the entire description, Adelia, and then we'll fix it later. First down and 10, throwing for Kyler Murray. It's complete. Only 2 yards on that play. Tyler Nubin and Tay Banks with the tackle. Second down. YouTube Studio. Got it. My bad. Second and 10 at the 49-yard line from the Minnesota Vikings. It's a run again. Jones to the left. Stopped right away for the New York Giants. Arvell Reese showing his impact right away. Someone tell me if they if the title changed. Hopefully, Adelia, if you can find that thumbnail for me so I can, update it, put it in the YouTube studio. Third and 7. Drop back pass. We're in shotgun for the Vikings. Looking right. It's close. It's close. Yeah, it's complete to Jordan Addison. First down and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. A pause and play as the refs are conversing with John Harbaugh. Believe he wants to possibly challenge this, but it looks like it's a catch. It looks like Jordan Addison, he got his arms underneath it. Oh, but does it bobble? Does it bobble? Did Colton Hood help with the bobble? Oh, we have a challenge for the New York Giants. Thank you guys so much for being here with us, guys. Hope you had a wonderful day. This is the first play-by-play stream of the year. It is it's free. It's preseason, so they're getting the kinks out. We're getting the kinks out. So hopefully, be patient with me here. Yes, the New York Giants did throw the challenge flag for that play. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. As well as, super chats are enabled. If so because of you guys, the fans, and the great support we had during the World Cup, the reason our super chats are enabled is because of you. So thank you guys so much for being here and doing that. We really appreciate you. As well as coming up in the new year, we will be consolidating some things. We have a Patreon, we have a Ko-Fi page, but we're moving everything to our website. If you type in lgrn.online, there's a way to sign up for our new tier system. It's just $3 and $7. That's all you need. $3 if it's you just want to throw some support our way. $7 gets you all the perks we've created. So be on the lookout for a message or an email from Adelia, as well as I think it's already live. So if you are much more inclined. Oh, yep. Call on the field is confirmed. It is a pass complete. Zooming in. Yep. He gets his forearm underneath it, and then he's down. The call stands. It wasn't confirmed, but it stands. See, there's a difference, everyone. Stands mean they don't have enough evidence to overturn it. Confirms means we were correct. So it's a little here and there. Terrible Harbs challenge. 1st and 10 at the 37. I formation for the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Drop back pass. We're running right. Jones cuts back middle. 4 yards for Aaron Jones once again. And the New York Giants, I know it is preseason. I know it's preseason, everyone. But they still cannot stop the run. They still cannot stop the run. And quite honestly, that is a big problem. Big problem. Second and 6. Two tight end set. Run, cut down to the middle. Once again, down the middle. Nice cut back. A big old number 27. Jordan Mason ran right, cut back left towards the middle, and another cut right away. The middle of the defense for the New York Giants are being pushed around once again. A story as old as time. 1st and 10. At the 22-yard line for the Vikings. It has been a big boy series for the Vikings. They've just been pushing the Giants around. Once again, Jordan Mason up the middle. This time he stopped. The Giants respond. Darius Alexander, Micah McFadden in the middle. Well, that was Kayvon Thibodeau with the finishing touches. Yeah, Dilly's in the chat, ball him. Shotgun. Minnesota Vikings. It's a run right up the middle. Jordan Mason. About 4 yards on that play. Nope, that was Aaron Jones. Correction. Alexander. I believe that's DJ Reader as well. Nope, that's Josh Tupou. So Shelby Harris and DJ Reader are not playing. Drop back pass. Looking left. Pass complete. Nope. Dropped. McFadden in coverage. With a Darius Washington, the 5-year man out of TCU. One of the many Baltimore Ravens that followed John Harbaugh to New York. The kicking unit's out for the Minnesota Vikings on 4th and 3. Will Ricard. And it's right down Main Street for Will Ricard. With 9:25 left in the first quarter, the Minnesota Vikings get on the board first. Vikings 3, Giants 0. It was a big bend, don't break series for the New York Giants defense. Because they were being pushed around left and right. And then they got down to the red zone and they held. So it's kind of been the same old for the New York Giants defense. Nothing has really changed. And that is a problem. So, yeah, that's your update on them. While we wait for the receiving team and the special teams to come out for both teams, I want to remind everybody to make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I really appreciate it. We're on the road to 600. So a couple more. I believe we're 2 more away. So share this link off, with, your brother, your sister, your lover, your mother, you name it. We really appreciate it. Yes, we are. We are tossing around the hand egg today. Sure. My apologies, guys. It's gotten a little quiet because I'm trying to update some of this stuff. There it is. All right. Well, Ricard kicks away for Ricard. Ball's coming out. I believe that's Tay Banks. Oh, just stopped before the 30-yard line at the 28. Banks, shown last year, he's a very proficient as a return man. And there he is right there. We're going to get to see the second-year man once again, Jackson Dart. It's mostly the starting offensive unit. We have Illuminor, CeCe Mawanoa, John Runyan, Marcus Bowe. Andrew Thomas is not playing due to health reasons. They're kind of seeing, it's a run play right up the gut, right to Cam Scattaboo. That's 4 yards for the New York Giants. And the receivers on the field are Darius Slayton and Darnell Mooney. That graphic is incorrect. It's a new center. Centers have been dealing with a multitude of injuries. Under center for Jackson Dart. 2nd and 6. It's a run once again. It's Cam Scattaboo up the middle. 2 yards for Scattaboo. We got a tremendous tackle by Josh Metellus. Thank you, Shug, for sending the treat for 5 jewels. We really appreciate it. 3rd and 3. Bunch receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Drop back pass. Dart, complete. 1st down. The first catch for Isaiah Likely as a New York Giant. Just sat right in the zone, knew where the 1st down was, and the sure hand tight end got it. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Once again, under center for Dart. He dropping back. We're running right. Tyrone Tracy Jr., he's going nowhere. Byron Murphy. Murphy and Eric Wilson. Second and 10 for the New York Giants. Empty set for the New York Giants. Shotgun. Drop back pass. Quick pass. Ooh, just wide for Tyrone Tracy. The defense saw it. Saw the screen. Nothing could be done. Brian Flores, one of the best defensive minds in the NFL. So even though it's going to be vanilla for a lot of the preseason, he still got these guys going after people. Shotgun for the Giants. Entering under 5 seconds on the play clock. They're showing blitz. And they bring it. Picked it up. Dart. Moving around. Scrambling. And he's sacked. Dallas Turner. The 2nd-year man. That is not a positive sign for the New York Giants whatsoever. They flushed Dart forward, and Dallas Turner was there to clean it up. Tremendous pressure by Blake Cashman. The Minnesota Golden Gopher Blake Cashman. That's very good of him. Punts away. Poison. And it's dropped inside the 30 for the second series for the Minnesota Vikings. Not good signs for the New York Giants. That wasn't very good at all. One series for the Giants, one series for the Minnesota Vikings, yielded 3 points for the Minnesota Vikings. The New York Giants, it was not good whatsoever. A couple of good runs, but outside of that, the offense did not look well connected. Let's just see if that's just, preseason jitters and, new scheme. But also, too, man, I think I've said this multiple times, defenses are very vanilla in preseason. You don't really get to see the full shebang. And that really lends towards the McVay-Shanahan offense because against vanilla, they're very good. They have basic concepts that beat vanilla defenses very clearly and very smoothly. And Kevin O'Connell comes from that tree, that McVay-Shanahan connected tree. So you're going to see the Minnesota Vikings offense move the ball on this New York Giants defense. You just want to see if the players on the Giants defense can make plays on an individual level. And you saw a little bit, with Micah McFadden and Arvell Reese stopping the run here and there, but it wasn't very good. They got pushed around. Aaron Jones got what he wanted. Same thing with Jordan Mason. Because that Shanahan, McVay, mostly more of the Shanahan aspect of the offense, the run game is always potent. Always potent. So now on the field, on the inside for the New York Giants, the defensive tackles, those are a big component. Liki Fatu, Josh Tupa, and Zach Pickens with Abdul Carter on the side with them. 1st and 10, under center. Oh, we're rolling right. That's J.J. McCarthy. McCarthy going nowhere. Abdul Carter with Ardarius Washington pushing him out of bounds. That does it for Kyler Murray today. He got one series. Now we're seeing J.J. McCarthy. Big storyline coming out of Minnesota. McCarthy, the 10th overall pick 3 years ago, lost the job to Kyler Murray. Are the Minnesota Vikings admitting that they made a mistake? We'll see. 2nd and 9. They actually gave him a yard. I don't know why, but they gave him a yard. So 2nd and 9 for the Minnesota Vikings. It's a toss play to the left. McFadden busts in but couldn't get it. But pushed out of bounds. By Jason Pinnock, the 6-year man out of Pittsburgh. He's back in New York Giants blue. But McFadden, he diagnosed it and he saw it. He struck the gap. But unfortunately, he ran into Christian Darrisaw. No, scratch that. Ryan Van Demark. Big man versus little man. Usually big man wins in space. Shotgun, Minnesota Vikings. 3rd and 3. Can the Giants get off the field? McCarthy looking right. Overthrows his wide receiver. Looking for Jayshon Jones, the 1-year man out of Maryland. Giants get off the field. A quick 3 and out. But once again, the one positive play for the New York Giants, no, for the Minnesota Vikings on that drive was the run. Again, was the run. Johnny Hecker, longtime punter of the Rams, St. Louis and Los Angeles. Balls away. But that's Daylon Cambridge. Nice return. Got it down to the 36-yard line for Cambridge. Scratch that. Braxton Berrios was the return man. The former Miami Dolphin. Now the second series for the Minnesota Vikings. Unlike the Minnesota Vikings, I think Jackson Dart is going to get a second series in this offense. Thank you once again for everybody showing up. We really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We're on the road to 600. I believe we're 2 away. Yep, we're 2 away, 558. So really appreciate it if you hit that like, hit that subscribe. Jackson Dart coming out for the second series. Second series for the New York Giants. Most of the starters are still in the game. Patrick Ricard in the offense with Jackson Dart. I believe that's Devin Singletary in the backfield. Malachi Fields in motion. The rookie out of Notre Dame. It's a run play right up the gut. Turbo Singleton getting 8 yards. People want to prey on his downfall, but Turbo Singleton always showing up. Ricard, the fullback, tremendous block and seal on the outside. And what a hole and a lane for Turbo Singleton he had. He was untouched till he got to the third level. Second and 2. Oh, got blown up in the backfield. Jamal Adams making the play, trying to find a spot on this roster. Jamal Adams, Odell Beckham Jr., my childhood's rearing its ugly head once again. It's showing blitz. 3rd and 5. Shotgun. We have motion. Drop back pass. They're sending the blitz. Looking right, left, right. First down. New York Giants. Isaiah Likely. 2 targets, 2 catches, 2 first downs. Eat your heart out, Baltimore. First and 10. Under center once again. We got to run up the gut. No, bounce it out right. Scatterboo, make one man miss. Made another man miss. That's 8 yards for Cam Scatterboo. Showing some shiftiness. Coming back good after the broken ankle. Shout out to Adelia for sending jamming for 200 joules. We got an unk alert from Davon for 40 joules. You goddamn right, Davon. We unks out here, big dog. Polo's out. Under center once again. We got the motion for Darius Slayton. It's a run to the right. Scatterboo making one man miss. Pushing another man. Got pushed out of bounds. Scatterboo's physicality has not lost it on himself. James Pierre with the tackle. More of the shove. Scatterboo's showing the sweet feet. Stiffed on big number 90. Terrion Ingram Dawkins. Shotgun. Theo Johnson's in the game. Flag on the play. False start on the right tackle, Jermaine Illuminor. Oh, could that be a drive killer? Could that be a drive killer? Oh. But Blake Cashman didn't cross the line. You can move forward if you don't cross the line. So he got Illuminor on that one. The first unit offensive line is still out there. I formation. 1st and 15. It's a run right up the gut for Tracy Jr. He hopped over a man, got about 4 yards. You're seeing a lot of I formation now for the New York Giants with their new fullback, Patrick Ricard. Another one of the Ravens that followed John Harbaugh to New York. Ricard, a former hybrid, a former two-way player. He played defensive line and fullback. But now I think he's more exclusively a fullback. 250 pounds of man. Shotgun. Giants. Likely's back in. We got a blitz. Oh, they don't pick it up. Oh, what a sack. Jay Ward, the safety. The 4-year man. Tyrone Tracy Jr. misses. Oh, Tracy Jr. was going out for a route and he just missed him late. I don't know if that's Tracy Jr.'s fault if he's running a route. What a tremendous disguise from Brian Flores. Those are a little complicated. Yes, it is, Davon. Yes, it is. While we sit here waiting for the commercials to end, Um, y'all better pray for Isaiah Likely. Dart won't last a full season. We shall see. We shall see. If you can't pick up those blitzes, but that was a tremendous. Honestly, I don't think no one could have picked that one up. That was a tremendously disguised blitz by Brian Flores. Sometimes you got to tip your cap off and say, "Hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you." While we take this time and wait for the game, guys, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Also, we're consolidating our support systems, right, guys? You know, a lot of people have Ko-Fis, a lot of people have Patreons, right? But we're going to consolidate it and move everything to our website. So we have a new link, LGRN .online, where you can go on our website and sign up through that. We have 2 tiers now, 3 and 7. Game is back. It's 3rd and 17 for the New York Giants. They've pulled Jackson Dart from the game to check. He's in the blue tent. Jameis Winston, shotgun. Winston. Oh, we have a flag on the play. Who missed this blitz? You can blame Tyrone Tracy. You can do it if you want to. Yeah, it was just good timing. He's not always in the blue tent, Kwame. All right. 3rd and 23. The penalty was on the Giants. It's kind of just get some yardage. Salvages. Oh, Turbo Singleton. He's free and clear. He got the first down. He got more. The Giants salvaged something on this drive. Turbo Singleton on the screen pass. It went from disaster to good gifts from Turbo Singleton. Big ups, Owl Nation. The former FAU player. Under center, Jameis Winston. We're running left. Singleton trying to find something. He can't find nothing. Swarmed by a pack of Vikings. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He was in the blue tent a lot last year. Jay Ward pushing him out of bounds. Second down for the New York Giants. They are in field goal range. Dart's back in. They're trying to get him probably some red zone reps. Shotgun. Bunch receivers to the right. We got a single receiver to the left. Drop back. He's looking. Moving around. Scrambling. Trying to find somebody. Oh, he found him. Malachi Fields. Touchdown. Zero on zero crime. Ivan Pace Jr. in coverage. Marcus Bowl. Look at the way. Just enough time. Dart. He was flowing left. And he threw it up and he said, I trust my guy to get it. That's how you steal a job. Malachi Fields, that's how you steal a job right then and there. Ben Sauls, right down Main Street with that knuckleballer. That's a big, big battle to watch out for the New York Giants. It is the kicking unit. It's Ben Sauls versus Dominic Zavada. Who becomes the starter? Zavada's has had a tremendous last 3 days. Oh, the toe tap from Malachi Fields was tremendous. But it does not happen if Turbo Singleton doesn't get that conversion on 3rd and 23. Usually it's the New York Giants giving up a 3rd and 23 conversion. Now the New York Giants got the conversion. Well, it was Dart back in the game. Hey, red zone, he said, you promised me two series. We'll see how it goes. That was probably it for Jackson Dart. 2 series. Most of the starters are probably going to get pulled on the offensive side, possibly. We'll see how it goes. Back to what I was saying a little bit earlier, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, we are consolidating everything on our website. It's lgrn.online. So you go to that link. It's a 2 tiers. We kind of, because we know guys, it's hard out here. So we've simplified it for everybody, right? It's $3 if you just want to show some support. It's $3. That's it. It's $3. And if you want every perk, $7. 3 and 7. That's it. 3 and 7. That's all you got to do. We appreciate the support currently by everybody on the Ko-Fis, on the Patreons. We appreciate you. But we found a better system and a system that gives us all of your support. So thank you guys so much for doing that. It was a 10-play drive, 63 yards, ending with a Malachi Fields 15-yard touchdown. That's, once again, like I said, that's how you steal a job right there. Because the big question in the wide receiver room, who do you keep? Do you keep Odell Beckham Jr.? Do you keep Braxton Berrios, Daylon Cambridge? Who do you keep? Nice coverage by the New York Giants. Stopping them at the 25-yard line. Tremendous tackle. Nowadays, most starting field position is a positive if you stop them around the 20, 25-yard line, right? Because the new kickoffs have given, if you're a tremendous returner like Jack Jones is of the New England Patriots, you can get the ball to the 50. Under center for the Minnesota Vikings, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Play action pass, rolling right. It's caught. 5 yards for the Vikings. A good completion for J.J. McCarthy. The man on the end of it was Ben Yorosky from Georgia, the 2-year man. J.J. McCarthy, top 10 pick of possibly, people keep talking about, one of the best QB drafts in recent memory. Shotgun once again, 2nd and 3. Run right. Stopped by the New York Giants, just short of the 1st down. Once again, Mikey McFadden, man, he is fast. He hits those gaps quick. The issue is you got to finish the tackle. You got to finish the tackle. Because he got lit up. He got lit up. Pay the bills, and had to go to the blue tent for 2 plays. I formation for the Vikings. 3rd and 1. This is a big play for the New York Giants rush defense. And can they stop him? And no, they cannot. But the pain was mitigated by a nice tackle by Dante Banks. The Vikings just pushed their way to a first down. Damon Claiborne, the rookie out of Wake Forest, is now in the game. It's a trio of running backs in Minnesota. 1st and 10 for the Vikings once again at the 39-yard line. Play action, drop back. McCarthy looking down the middle. It's caught. But we have a flag on the play. Miles Price. Usually when they throw the flags in the defensive backfield, it's pass interference. We have pass interference. But and he's pointing at Tyler Nubin and Colton Hood. Illegal use of hands. Holding. Illegal use of hands and holding. Yes, the rookie. Colton Hood. Got a little too grabby. They better not have called that on Tay Banks. He actually wasn't. Oh, come on. Colton Hood, definitely a flag. Tay Banks, I don't know about that. Brand new, freshest set of downs for the Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10. It's backups on backups now. Who has the better depth? This is how you see if your GM has done a good job or not. It's a pitch to the left. Claiborne going nowhere. It's a sack by Chauncey Golston. No, tackle. Not a sack. I apologize. Nice shed. Tremendous wrap. Golston was seen to be a positive contributor last year, but it just didn't work out. Injuries, scheme, lame duck coach, bad defensive coordinator. It was just all bad all around. Shotgun for the Vikings once again. We got blitz. Can they get there? Looking left. Ooh, just misses him. But Tay Banks is saying, not on me. That's on him. I did not commit pass interference. Oh, they called the illegal use of hands on Tay Banks again. Jayshon Jones, the former Maryland man, against another Maryland man. Banks is like, he's pushing me. What's going on? I'm trying to get a job here. Tay Banks is like, what do you want me to do, dog? What? 1st and 10, once again, at the 39-yard line on the plus side of the 50. We have play action. Rolling right. McCarthy looking. Incomplete. Tyler Nubin. The flag is thrown once again. That was what? Where was what's the flag? Holding offense. Oh, the New York Giants, they were about to be livid, but it was a positive for them. It was holding on the Minnesota offense. Repeat first down. Let's see it. There it is. That's the hold right there. Zach Pickens. Caleb Tierney, the rookie out of Northwestern, was holding Zach Pickens as Pickens was trying to go after J.J. McCarthy on the rollout. Tyler Nubin needs to have a big season. 1st and 20. Drop back pass, shotgun. Flag. False start. The flags are coming out pretty fast and furious. This is how you know that the backups are in. Shotgun. 1st and 25. We're now on the negative side of the 50 for the Minnesota Vikings. Looking right. It's complete to Miles Price. Nick Jones just trying to stay in front of him. Welcome back, Ballum. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now with the backups in, you get to see your level of depth, as well as if some of the players you drafted can make a team. One of the guys they're highlighting right now is Jack Kelly, the BYU middle linebacker. Tested great athletically, but can he play linebacker? Oh! Colton Hood in coverage. Tay Felton. He had him, but he dropped the ball. Colton Hood was bailed out because Felton had him on a string. He had him beat. Number 51, Jack Kelly. Like I said before the play happened, athletically tested tremendously at the combine, but can he play the linebacker position? It's him and McFadden in the middle. Shotgun, 3rd and 20. Can the Vikings convert like the Giants? Looking right. Incomplete. McFadden in coverage, but the pressure was coming. A good stance by the New York Giants. Chauncey Golston once again was right there. Kept his hands low, hit the QB's chest so you don't get a personal foul penalty. Once again, Braxton Berrios. Punts away for Hecker. One of the best punters in the league for many years. Fair catch inside the 20 for Berrios. While we come back and wait for the offensive units and the defensive units for the Minnesota Vikings and New York Giants, it's possible that the starters are done for the day. They got 2 series in the first quarter. So we're going to see a lot of backups coming in. We're seeing a bunch of backups for the defense on the New York Giants side. And I think the offensive starters are done for the day. So get ready to see a heavy dose of Jameis Winston. And I believe QB-wise, it's the legendary Carolina Panther himself, Kyle Allen. Brandon Allen, actually. Scratch that. The 10-year man out of Arkansas. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Hope you're staying safe. Make sure, if you haven't already, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 600. We're 2 away. No, we're not. We're 42 away. We're at 558. So we're 42 away. Jackson Dart, I believe that's the end of his day. 3 for 4, 26 yards and a touchdown. That sounds amazing. Angus. Shotgun. Jameis Winston. Blitz. Complete. Winston to Malachi Fields. First down. Two targets, 2 catches, and a touchdown for Malachi Fields already in this game. And I know my main man, Davon, out there is having fun with his Irishman. And we're going I formation. Once again, with the backup fullback. Grant Finley. Winston fumbles, but he got the ball back. Oh, but did he lose it again? He got 2 yards on that play for the recovery. Yes, you heard me right, guys. I said backup. What the heck? 3rd and 2. Third and 2 for Jameis Winston in this offense. Motion for Malachi Fields. Are they going to get the first down? Oh, I don't think they do. Oh, pushing the pile, pushing the ball. Yeah, it's a first down. They're saying 4th. Giants saying 1st. Grant Finley and Eric Gray. Yep, they got that first down. Oh, no, 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Sneak. Did Jameis get it? First down, Giants. Old school QB sneak. No tush push needed. Big man, Jameis Winston, 6'4" frame. Darnell Mooney, Chris Manhertz, Theo Johnson, Malachi Fields. Run left. Cut it back middle. Turbo Miller. 5 yards on that play. Former Columbia man. Yes, Columbia University. One of I believe that's one of the Ivy League schools. Shout out to Turbo Miller. To be quite honest with you, I'm kind of thrown aback. Oh no, here we go. Odell Beckham Jr. is now in the game. I formation, Winston. Turbo Miller up the gut. 2 yards. Pace. Ivan Pace Jr. with the tackle. And have all been waiting for today. Odell Beckham Jr. has entered the game wearing his number 3 he wore at LSU. Like I said in pregame, one of the greatest receivers to don the New York Giants uniforms. Super Bowl champion with the Los Angeles Rams, was having one of the best games. And then unfortunately his ACL blew out in that Super Bowl. Because the Vikings, the Rams looking like they're about to blow it. Shotgun. Winston. Rolling right. Trying to go up. Oh, but sacked. He wasn't rolling right. I apologize. He ran up, but got sacked. Trying to find a crease to get that first down. And that does it for Odell Beckham Jr. 3 plays. 3 runs and 2 runs and a sack. No targets. But we have an entire second half to see more from Odell Beckham Jr. Jordan Stout, his second punt of the day. Big money signing out of Baltimore. Another one of the Baltimore Ravens that followed John Harbaugh. Ball's caught at the 15. Trying to find something. Tay Felton got tackled right before the 30 at the 28-yard line. We have a flag on the play. Holding on the receiving team. The question we must ask ourselves for Odell Beckham Jr. with the New York Giants. Is he here for a long time or a fun time? Is he here just to have fun and put that jersey back on, feeling back home because this is his home? Or is he here for a long time? He actually wants to contribute to the team. You ask any player, it's probably that. They want to contribute. So we'll see how it goes. He needs to show that his knees are, he can handle it. 2 ACL injuries. You're 33. And you don't get healthier as you get older. You can throw out your back sneezing as you get older. So now imagine having to play football every week. That's the question we must ask ourselves. What does Odell Beckham Jr. really want out of this? While we wait for the game to come back, guys, I want to remind everyone once again, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support you've given us over the last 4 or 5 years. We're at 558. We're on the road to 600. We're 42 away. With 3:44 left in the first half, the New York Giants 7, the Minnesota Vikings 3. First and 10 inside the 10-yard line for the Minnesota Vikings. Ball's placed at the 7. We're in pistol formation for J.J. McCarthy and company. It's a run right up the middle. 2 yards on that play. It was a nice run by Xavier Scott, the 2-year man out of Maine. They gave him 4 yards on that play. So 2nd and 6 for the Minnesota Vikings. Once again, the New York Giants run defense is being left a lot to be desired. They're showing blitz. They bring it. It's a completed ball, but right before the first down, Michael McFadden stops it. That'd be 3rd and 1. Great tackle by McFadden. McFadden trying to bounce back after that Liz Frank injury took him out for the whole year last year. This is where you find out, are you good at stopping the run? 3rd and 1, under center. First down, Minnesota Vikings, right up the gut. Xavier Scott once again, but we have a flag on the play. Could this be brought back? Illegal shift on the Minnesota Vikings. 3rd and 6. Going back 5 yards. The people we didn't see today on the New York Giants defensive side was Tremaine Edmonds, the other starting middle linebacker. 3rd and 6. Giants are showing blitz, bringing both middle linebackers. A 2-minute warning has been bestowed upon us. With 2 minutes left in the first half, the New York Giants 7, the Minnesota Vikings 3. The starters are done for the day for both teams. Now it's just an exercise in depth. Did your GM sign or draft solid backups? That's the question we are asking ourselves at this moment. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. Hope everyone's staying safe. Football is upon us. I know it is preseason, so we're getting a little taste in this month of August, and then the real season starts. The New York Giants open up their season against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night. But the season starts on a Wednesday in Australia. It is the San Francisco. No. Yes, it is the San Francisco 49ers. Double check that. Or does it start on Wednesday? Because do the Patriots play on a Wednesday? Yep, it starts on September 9th on a Wednesday. Seattle versus New England at Lumen Field in Seattle. And then the next day, we're going to Australia. It's Niners. It's Niners. It's Rams. The Rams couldn't bear seeing another home game taken over by the Niners, so they decided to play their home game across the pond. No, not even across the pond. Across an entire multitude of continents. Europe, Africa, Asia. They're like, they can't be no Niners fans in Australia. Could they? We'll see how it goes for the Rams. It must suck knowing that against one of your bitter rivals, you play 2 away games. It must suck. Ball's back in play. Shotgun for the Vikings. 3rd and 5. 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. We got the blitz. They pick it up. Oh, almost a sack. Can they finally finish it? Yes, they do. Giants with a sack. Darius Alexander, Micah McFadden. Clean it up. The blitz came. Jack Kelly down the middle. Pushing Xavier Scott into J.J. McCarthy. That was all created by Jack Kelly, and then it was cleaned up by Darius Alexander, the 2-year man out of Toledo. Punts out, backup punter's in, and he just... No, I thought he shanked it, but it was good. Here comes Barrios on the positive side of the 50, but we have a flag. We're still waiting on who the flag's on. There was no flag on the play. 1st down, New York Giants. First down and 10 for the New York Giants on the plus side of the 50. Jameis Winston. Malachi Fields on the field. Thomas Fidone. Odell Beckham Jr. Daylon Cambridge. Shotgun. Drop back pass. He's looking to Odell. It's caught. Odell Beckham Jr. Quick pass for Jameis Winston. The hurry-up offense has begun. Under a minute. Winston, shout an instruction. 50 seconds. 45. Drop back pass once again. Winston. It's complete to Eric Gray. Out of bounds. Because Odell Beckham Jr. is on a vet minimum and he wants to make the roster. He's not one of the starters. That's Neighbors, Slayton, Mooney, or Austin. He's receiver, I believe, 4 or 5 right now. That's why he's in with the rookie Malachi Fields. It's a prove-it deal for Odell Beckham Jr. Now he's split out to the right-hand side. Shotgun once again. Winston drop back. They bring the blitz. He saw it. Dump off to Eric Gray. Out of bounds once again, keeping the clock stopped. 31 seconds. Third down. Oh, he's looking good, Odell Beckham Jr. I love the route he just ran. Now on the slot, Beckham. Malachi Fields out to the boundary on the left. Here comes the motion. They send the blitz. Quick pass to Fields. It's caught. First down, Giants. Timeout, John Harbaugh. What a catch by Malachi Fields. Had to get low for it because the blitz was coming. Looking impressed by Fields. Look, oh my God. If that was a certain receiver wearing a certain number, he would have dropped it. Here's Odell Beckham Jr. Look at the route. Oh, Beckham was open. He was wide open, but the blitz did its job. That would have been a touchdown. 26 seconds, 1st and 10. Shotgun. Beckham to the left on the boundary. Incomplete for Jameis Winston. Nobody was in the vicinity. This is a I don't know about that, call me. You know, it's Jackson Dart's second year. We've seen what Jameis Winston is. Shotgun again. Odell to the right-hand side to the boundary. It's a run. Eric Gray. 15 seconds. 14. We're at 10. And they're about to bring it down under 5 seconds. And they're going to bring out the kicking unit. Odell Beckham Jr. had some great plays on that final drive of the first half. He was wide open on one of them. But the blitz got to Jameis Winston quick. Here it comes. Ben Sauls. He's in a heated battle with rookie undrafted free agent out of Michigan, Dominic Zavada. Sauls last year went perfect. Towards the end of the season, the New York Giants, since the day Graham Gano hurt his neck, have been probably one of the worst kicking units in the NFL. At one point, Graham Gano, when he wasn't old, Sauls right down Main Street. As it stands at the end of the first half, the New York Giants 10, the Minnesota Vikings 3. But the big story of the first half was Jackson Dart got into the blue tent, came out. scored in the red zone. And then the last drive of the half, it was the Odell Beckham show. A great catch, two great routes. He was wide open on one of them, but Brian Flores' blitz got there quick. So Jameis Winston had to dump it off. But a tremendous pass for Jackson Dart. Whew. We are at the half, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for the first half. We really appreciate it. We're going to take a little break. So it is halftime. So if you want to, get a snack, get some beverages, walk around and come back, we'll be here. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we'll be back for the second half in a bit. So see you soon. And we're back. Oh my God. I did not know that. I, I guess I misjudged the time because I did not know that was 15 minutes. We missed the first offensive drive of the New York Giants in the second half. It ended with a quick screen pass to Braxton Berrios, just short of the first down. Jordan Stout out for his third punt of the day. Oh, nice one. Had to catch it inside the 10. Can the coverage unit do it? Yes, they've done it. Tackled at the 15-yard line. Good coverage by Daylon Cambridge. So, yep. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We're back from the halftime. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We're 42 away from 600. Some positives in the first half for the New York Giants. Some positives. Jackson Dart bouncing back after he got lit up, leading them to a touchdown. Malachi Fields going up, high pointing the ball, but most importantly, coming down with your feet in bounds. That was quite tremendous by him. So, yeah. Another positive, Cam Scatterboo isn't showing the ill effects of his broken ankle. So that's good for the New York Giants in the running game. A lot of I formations for the New York Giants with Patrick Ricard and their backup fullback, Grant Finley. Yes, I said backup fullback. Yes, it is not the year 1992. So, yeah, fullbacks are in vogue, possibly. We know about the best fullback in the NFL for the past 10 years, Kyle Juszczyk in San Francisco. But now there's also another great fullback, Alec Ingold. He played for the Miami Dolphins. First down and 10 inside the 10-yard line for the Minnesota Vikings. They got 3 yards on that run play to the right. New quarterback in for the Vikings, Carson Wentz. That was Damon Claiborne on that run for 3 yards. Under center once again. Tight formation. Drop back pass, play action for Wentz. Wentz looking left. Oh, it's caught. It's caught by Miles Price. He got the first down and then some. Dropped at the 40-yard line. Got up there and snatched it out of the air for Miles Price. Tremendous play by Price. New set of downs for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's a run play. Running right. Claiborne once again. That's 2 yards for Claiborne. The rookie out of Wake Forest. Malachi Fields is done for the day as well. Their 3rd-round pick. And so was Colton Hood, their 2nd-round pick for the New York Giants. Two seconds left on the play. I've got shotgun for the Vikings. Looking left. Wide open. It's a caught. Jayshon Jones. Another catch for him. We've now gone to the part of the game where it's now 3rd stringers and possible 4th stringers for both teams. Carson Wentz, the 3rd string quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Now it's all about coaching and assignments. Under center for Wentz. It's a run up the middle. Claiborne. 4 yards, but we got him wrapped up. Raheem Lane. Tremendous run fit. Corralled the legs. Stopped them from getting anything. More than 4. 2nd and 6 for the Minnesota Vikings. First and 2nd and 6. It's a run to the right. Tripped up by Khalil Kareem. Khalid Kareem, the 4-year man out of Notre Dame. 3rd down. A question we must ask ourselves in this 3rd quarter: will we see Odell Beckham Jr. out for the next offensive drive? 2 targets, 2 catches, 6 yards. It is still the first game, so we'll see how it goes. Shotgun, 3rd and 4. They're crowding the line. Wentz looking left. Oh, he's looking in the middle. Incomplete. Tremendous coverage by Corey Black. Was looking for Bryson Nesbitt, the 1-year man out of North Carolina, but Black was right there in coverage to stop him. Black, drafted by the Giants, left the Giants his rookie year, played for the Jets, and is now back with the Giants. He's a big fan of the metro area. Will Ricard in for a 54-yarder. And it's in for 3. As it stands with 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, the New York Giants 10, the Minnesota Vikings 6. Odell Beckham Jr. has his helmet on, so we may see him in this next drive. While we wait for the second series for the offense in the second half. We're about to see a lot of Daylon Cambridge, Odell Beckham Jr., some Braxton Berrios. Berrios and Cambridge, they're trying to make this roster as special teamers. Cambridge, tremendous gunner tackle on that coverage on the punt. Braxton Berrios wants to be the return man. So they have other avenues to make this team, not just wide receivers. But Odell Beckham Jr. has one avenue, and is playing wide receiver. Do they trust him over Calvin Austin, Darnell Mooney, Darius Slayton? Because we know one receiver is a lock, and that's Malik Neighbors. Can Odell overtake those three names I've named? Juju Smith-Schuster is still on this roster. Hasn't played today due to injury. So we'll see how it goes in the second half. While we take this time, guys, I want to make sure to remind everybody, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. On this moment, we're consolidating some of our support. We're back after the coverage. Turbo Miller got tackled at the 25-yard line. We have a Patreon, we have a Ko-Fi page, right? We told everybody, we have Ko-Fi, we have Patreon. You pick which system, which service you want, right? But now we're consolidating it. It's going to be on our website, lgrn.online. 2 tiers for our memberships, $3 and $7. $3 is, you want to help us out. Just want to help us out. $7, you get the entire shebang. Brandon Allen's the new quarterback for the New York Giants. Turbo Miller in the backfield with Grant Henley. Play action for Allen. And it's intercepted right away on the first attempt for Brandon Allen. Believe that's Jamal Adams trying to make this roster on the Vikings. Allen helping him out very, very tremendously. He looked him down right to Adams's. He looked down Odell Beckham Jr. and Adams just stayed in the middle and he just got it. Looking like a G-roll offense to me. Yep, Davon, I see you. I see you, man. What up, Stretch? Drop back pass. Carson Wentz. Looking right. It's complete. Jack Kelly with the tackle. Oh, my bad. That wasn't live. 2nd and 3. We're in the red zone. At the 20-yard line. It's a run right. Claiborne, first down, and then some. Runs out of bounds. Was losing grass. What just a horrendous mistake by Brandon Allen. Look at Claiborne. Tremendous blocking on the outside. Bryson Nesbitt. Marshall Lang getting outside. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Stretch. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Tight formation once again. Under center for Wentz. It's run up the middle. Stopped. In on the tackle. Cornerback Art Green. Second and 10. Drop back pass. Looking right. Oh, what a breakup. Liki Fatu sniffed out the screen. Oh, no. Jeremiah Love already getting bumps and bruises. That's not good. I don't think it's his running style. I think his running style is very, it's not none, it's nothing like out of the ordinary, in my opinion. Third and 8 in the red zone. Shotgun. Vikings, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wentz looking left. Looking back right. But we have a flag on the play once again. Yeah, he needs to, trim down on the spin. Trim down on the spin. That's true. Was there pass interference? I don't believe. I didn't see any. They called it on the defense. They said pass interference. It's a brand new set of downs for the Minnesota Vikings inside the 5-yard line. First and goal at the 2 for the Vikings. It's a run up the gut. And it's a stop. Caleb Murphy. No, he doesn't. Murphy stuffs him at the inch-yard line. It was big boy football right there for Murphy. Man on man, meet me in the gap. And Murphy won that battle. Second and goal. Once again, stopped again. Claiborne trips up. Jack Kelly cleans it up. Third and goal. Khalid Kareem found a way inside, and Jack Kelly will the Vikings go to it for a third time? They lost the yard. Shotgun now. Motioning Miles Price to the right-hand side. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. But we have a timeout Timeout before the play clock expired. 2 back-to-back tremendous plays by the New York Giants defense. After that pass interference penalty, Caleb Murphy met him in the gap and said, "This is mine." The second time around, Khalil Kareem sneaks in below the offensive line, trips up Damon Claiborne. And then Jack Kelly cleans it up. Can the Giants mitigate the horrible decision by Brandon Allen? Third and goal. We got shotgun. 5 seconds on the play clock. Drop back pass. Looking left. Nothing. Flag once again. They're calling it on Art Green. Art Green is not happy. Let's see if it's correct. Oh, I don't agree. He hit him at the point of contact. Then he released him, and they hand fight it through the end. I don't agree with that call whatsoever. I don't agree with that one whatsoever, man. That was nonsense. It got me speaking gibberish. Brand new set of downs for the Minnesota Vikings. First down at the inch line mark. Art Green, a man who's been on the New York Giants his entire career. Art Green. Line it up once again, under center. Are they going up the gut? It's looking like it. Nope. Fade ball. Touchdown. Miles Price. Corey Black couldn't turn his head around. Wentz with the fade ball. Price with the one hand, keeping his feet in bounds. 1, 2, drag the back foot. That's a touchdown every day and twice on Sundays. As it stands with 4:04 left in the third quarter, the Minnesota Vikings lining up for the PAT. And Will Ricard got it. 4:04 left. Minnesota 13, New York 10. Back to that off that pass interference. Crushed it. Corey Black had a good series stopping that and gave up the fade ball. To be quite honest with you, getting faded by a man smaller than you is kind of it's not something you want people to know. That's all I gotta say. If you gave up a fade ball to Calvin Johnson, people would be like, yeah, I understand. But you gave up a fade ball to Miles Price. That is not how you make a roster. That's all I have to say. That's not how you make a roster whatsoever. Updates from around the league. Buffalo Bills are up 13-7 with 138 left in the third quarter. The Bears are up 17-10 with 6:13 left in the third quarter. Last night, the Jets lost to the Buccaneers 24-16. The Broncos 27-7 against Atlanta. And Sean Payton said, a lot of people are dressed up as empty seats tonight. The Falcons fans did not show up for that game. They are not happy whatsoever. They're not happy with Tua. They're not happy with the team. They're just not happy in general. And, justifiably so. Commanders get the victory 27 against the Dolphins. And then on Thursday, the beginning of preseason, that's not named the Hall of Fame game, Bengals won 16-14 on the Lions. Steelers and Drew Aller had a great day, 28-9 against the Packers. Chargers 27-7 against the Texans. And the Patriots tied the game 13-13. While the Titans, with Robert Saleh beating his old team 19-13. Take those with a grain of salt, because we all know if that Chargers-Texans game happened in the regular season, the Texans would have probably killed the Chargers. When I mean the Texans, I mean that defense would have probably murdered Justin Herbert, but that's just another day for another story. Will Ricard setting up for the kick. Right in the hands of Turbo Miller. Miller found nowhere to go, got tackled at the 25. Tremendous coverage by big number 52, Josh Ross. Let's see how the Giants offense responds. Let's see how Brandon Allen responds. The 10-year man out of Arkansas. Played multiple years in Cincinnati. It's a run play. Turbo Miller trying to find a crease. He got one up the middle. 4 yards on that play. Odell Beckham Jr. is still in the game. And now entering the game is former first-round pick Evan Neal. He's playing right guard next to Josh Azudu at right tackle. The offensive line, it's Azudu, Neal, Kubas, Daniel Fa'alele. And trying to see who that left tackle is. Miller up the gut once again. Got nothing this time around. And rookie J.C. Davis out of Illinois. So this is definitely the third unit for the offensive line. These are people where you would say, if these guys are starting during the regular season, something catastrophic happened to your offensive line. Shotgun, 3rd and 5, Brandon Allen. Drop back pass, Allen. He got sacked. Was looking to find a way out, couldn't get it. Bo Richter with the sack. Yep, that sack was all on Brandon Allen right then and there. Oh, and you know what? Scratch that. Was gonna blame Brandon Allen, but that was all on Daniel Fa'alele. His man beat him from pillar to post in a span of half a second. Allen had to run away from the inside pressure because Fa'alele balls out down to the 45. A flag on the play. But before the flag, it was a tremendous return by Dante Fleming, the one-year man out of Tulane. Malachi Field was in for the gunner position. It was holding on the Vikings most of the time, 9 times out of 10. While we wait for the game to come back, everyone, thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. We're 42 away from 600. We're at 558 subscribers. So if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscriber. Really appreciate it. Like I also said, for all our monetary supporters, right, guys? The people on Patreon and Ko-Fi, we really appreciate all your support. Now we've tried to make it a little bit easier for everybody, right? We're moving again. But now the memberships are going to be directly from our website, lgrn.online. We're consolidating it. We're making it better for everybody. It's hard out here. 2 tiers. $3 if you just want to show some support. It's like, hey, man, here's some $3. We really appreciate it. You keep the lights on. You are everything. And then $7 is the tier that's above it. You get everything. You get every benefit. Pick'ems, fantasy football, you name it, you got it. All the perks. Discord, if you want to join the Discord, I was gonna say link is in the description, but not right now because I gotta fix the description. But it will be in the description of this video to join the Discord. So be on the lookout for that. Giants are now down. Alvell Reese had a good cameo in the first half. We're not going to really see much outside of that. That is a man mountain beyond belief. First and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. Their fourth string quarterback's in. Max Brosmer started a game last year for them. Quickly tackled by Khalid Kareem. Xavier Scott. Oh, we got a little fracas in the middle. That's Alexander. '91 versus '81. Marshall Lang. Brosmer started the Christmas Day games last year for the Vikings, and it was not a good showing whatsoever. 2nd and 8. Under center for Brosmer. Play action. Brosmer looking right. He got the screen. Xavier Scott quickly tackled. Raheem Lane. Lane prevented a big gain for Xavier Scott. It'll be 3rd down. Third and 2, shotgun. They're showing blitz. Are they going to bring it? They bring it. Brosmer looking right. Incomplete. Corey Black. Redemption. Dante Fleming was the man intended. Black in coverage. Here comes the punt unit. Punt covered at the 10-yard line, out to the 24. Xavier Gibson, the return specialist. First and 10 with 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Brandon Allen back out there at the 23-yard line. It's a run up the gut. And that does it for the third quarter. While we get set up for... Sorry, I had to stretch out, guys. I had to stretch out. I apologize. While we get to stretch out, while we get to wait for the fourth quarter to begin, let me give you guys another update. Like I said, right? All memberships are going to be through the website. No more Patreon, no more Ko-Fi. You don't got to bother with those. Just go to lgrn.online. The memberships are going to be right there. 2 tiers, 3 and 7. That's it. $3, you just want to throw some support our way. You want to keep the lights on here. $7 gets you all the perks. It's hard out here. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. And that's why we're trying to make it easy for you. One-stop shop, lgrn.online. If you're in the Discord, I dropped the message in the general chat for everybody. So if you guys, go look on over there. Also, if, you don't want to do a membership, that's perfectly fine. You can also make one-time donations there as well. And there are people who are with us who joined us when we had a Patreon, then we moved to Ko-Fi, then we reactivated the Patreon. And we've told you guys to move once. This is going to be the last time we tell you guys to move. Also, super chats are enabled. If you want to throw a super chat, it's ready for you right then and there. And I believe we're also going to be, possibly activating the memberships. So be on the lookout for that as well. So instead of 4 areas of support, it's just down to 2. YouTube and the website. So consolidation. That's all I got to ask. Damon Bankston is the running back. Under center for Allen. It's play action. Allen saw the blitz. He got the ball away. Gibson made one man miss. Couldn't make the other man miss. I believe that's a yard for Gibson. The receivers out there are Odell Beckham Jr., Ryan Miller, and Thomas Fidone as the tight end. Shotgun, 3rd and 6 for Brandon Allen and company. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Just got it off. Looking deep. It's picked off. Jacob Thomas, the rookie out of James Madison. Was looking for Ryan Miller. Zamai Vaughn was also in coverage. 2 picks for Brandon Allen in the second half. Brandon Allen. To be quite honest with you, to see the full scope of Odell Beckham Jr., he may need to play with the ones, but is he going to be allowed to play with the ones? So we'll see. Let's see what Brandon Allen was looking at. He was looking for Ryan Miller on the left-hand side. It's a tremendous play by Jacob Thomas. Going cross field for that interception. Thomas started shading over the right-hand side towards Odell. Made it towards the middle. And then broke on the ball as Allen throws it. Oh, Ryan. Sorry, I didn't see your question. What sports movies or books are on the shelves behind you? I'll show you in a bit during oh, it's a jet sweep by the Vikings. First down, Vikings. Caught the Giants defense sleeping. Tremendous play by Dylan Bell, the rookie out of Georgia. Next time we go to a commercial, Ryan, I'll show you. I'll show you what's behind here. First and 10, under center once again for Max Brosmer and company. No, that's Carson Wentz. Dumping off the ball. Oh, drop pass. Dylan Bell had a jet sweep, then dropped the ball right out the gate. One good, one bad. That's what you get when the 3rd and 4th strings are in the games for these preseason games. I believe I see some former Giants on the Minnesota Vikings side. I believe one of their guards is Shane Lemieux, the former guard for the Giants by way of the University of Oregon. Shotgun again. The Vikings. Carson Wentz, drop back. Quick pass. Quickly sniffed out. Nick Jones. Dante Fleming was going nowhere. Jack Kelly was in the vicinity, but Nick Jones gets the tackle. Third and 13. At the 42-yard line. Oh, blitz! Blitz! Flag on the play. Did the delayed blitz. Timeout. But I saw the flag indicator. But the timeout came before the flag. Nick Jones slow played his blitz. While we're in timeout, I'm going to answer Ryan's question. What sports books are behind here? We have a multitude, actually. A lot of them are gifts from a lot of my friends. This right here is my football shelf with the Watchmen. I have the Sweetness book by Jeff Pearlman. Here it is right here, Sweetness. But we're back. 3rd and 13 for the Minnesota Vikings. At the 43. Blitz. Got through. Tremendous coverage by the Giants and the blitz. In on the pressure. Bobby Jamison Davis. No, that's Marlon Davis. And in the coverage, Tanner Connor. Here comes the punting unit. Johnny Hecker's back in. They want him to pin the Giants inside the 5. Can he do it? But Xavier Gibson prevents that from happening. Haven't seen much of it. We did not see Andrew Thomas at all this game, justifiably so. The Giants are slow playing him in preseason. We're probably going to see him in either the last game. So we'll see how that goes. While we wait for the offense to get set up, back to my bookshelf. Shout out to Ryan for pointing that out. We really appreciate it. Yeah, I have the Sweetness book right here by Jeff Pearlman. So that's that one right there. This book is by Ernie Palladino. It's actually a book about Vince Lombardi and Tom Landry. How two of Pro Football's greatest coaches launched their legends and changed the game forever. So the New York Giants, when I tell people we're one of the most important teams in NFL history, I'm not speaking as a homer. I'm speaking as like fact, like historical fact. Our 1958 or 59 NFL champion, the version of the Super Bowl prior to 1970, the NFL championship. Our offensive coordinator was Vince Lombardi. Our defensive coordinator was Tom Landry. Everyone knows them. Everyone knows their names now because Vince Lombardi created the Packers dynasty and Tom Landry created the Dallas Cowboys dynasty. So without the New York Giants helping them usher their careers, those two dynasties don't exist. Tom Landry, by the way, also played for the New York Giants. So as much as, Cowboys fans want to, hoot and holler, yes, he is one of your greatest coaches of all time, possibly your greatest coach of all time, depending on who you ask. Some people like Jimmy, some people like Tom. But Tom Landry's also a New York Giant through and through. Funny enough, he played in New York. Jeff Pearlman, once again, The Last Folk Hero. This book is about Bo Jackson and the myth of Bo Jackson. Uh, Jeff, old school, proper journalist. You know, he vets out everything. Bo didn't authorize this autobiography, so he disagrees with it. So take that for what you will. Pigskin Nation, how we became an NFL nation. I stole that from my friend, my professor friend. 1st and 10 for the New York Giants at the 8-yard line. I formation. Giants going nowhere. Bengali Kamara, the rookie out of Kansas, with the tackle. Damon Bankston. Speed is his game. Speed is his game. Second and 11. Fedoni in motion. It's another run. Bankston trying to bounce to the outside, trying to get some space. Got about 4, but a flag's on the play. And it's going to be holding. Yep. On the New York Giants. Is it on the right tackle, Josh Azudu, or is it on the wide receiver? Or could be on Fedoni. The penalty was declined, bringing it to 3rd and 8. So I asked the question last night on the main show on Good Friends, Better Rivals. I asked which assistants will be on the field, which coordinator is going to be in the booth. So offense in the booth, defensive coordinator on the field. Shotgun for Brandon Allen. 3rd and 7. Allen, batted ball. Tremendous play by big number 49. Cameron Stewart, the rookie out of Temple. Here comes the punting unit. Stewart slow played his rush, then got in there at last minute to jump up and swat the ball down. Jordan Stout has been the only punter used for the New York Giants today. This could be a tremendous display by Dante Fleming. Oh, he bobbles the ball. Recovers. Can he find some past the 30? He's down to the 35, 36. Darius Muasau with the tackle. But we have a flag on the play. Still waiting on the flag. Most of the time, it's on the receiving team. Most of the time. Still waiting. They're just talking about what the flag is. They're talking to Kevin O'Connell. So it's offsetting penalties, holding on Minnesota, illegal formation on the Giants, offsetting penalties. They're re-kicking fourth down. And I just know those players on that special team unit are pissed off because they're like, brother, I just ran down there. I got to do it again. But this is where you make the roster in preseason. This is where you make the roster in preseason. You got to show some ability outside your primary position. Like I said with Odell Beckham Jr., he has one avenue of making this team, and that's wide receiver. Braxton Berrios, Daylon Cambridge, gunner position on special teams. Braxton Berrios, punt returner, kick returner on special teams. So same thing with Xavion Gipson. Punt returner, kick returner. That's how you make rosters. Stout kicks it again. Can Fleming catch it? He caught it. No bobble this time. Turbo Miller kept it on the outside. Nice tackle by, that's Ben Mann, the long snapper, the rookie out of Boston College. New long snapper this year. For years, the New York Giants had Casey Kreider as their long snapper. New guy this year, Ben Mann, the rookie out of Boston College. And all I'll say is this: Boston College and the New York Giants, a lot has panned out pretty well for many years. Chris Snee, the longtime right guard, was a Boston College man. Mark Herzlich, one of our middle linebackers during our World Super Bowl winning seasons, Boston College. One of our return men, Will Blackman, the sommelier himself, Boston College cornerback. So Boston College has done me well. So shout out to you, Boston College. But, while we wait for the game to come back, let's take you back to the bookshelf. Like I pointed out, Pigskin Nation. It's by Jesse Barrett. It's how the NFL remade American politics. People don't understand, man. The NFL is in everything we do. It's in everything we do. One of our legendary presidents. I say legendary not as in like a positive legendary, but legendary as in like he's going to be known for the rest of his life. Richard Nixon, big college football fan, big NFL fan, helped them get the antitrust exemption, and helped create the schedule where the NFL can't air games on Fridays and Saturdays until like the third week of the second week of December. That was created back then, I think. The Black Quarterback by Jason Reed. The Rise of the Black Quarterback and what it means for America. One of the best books on the NFL and how black QBs have evolved over the years. There's a documentary on Amazon Prime about it as well. We all know the big names, right? We all know Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Randall Cunningham. We all know those big names, but we don't know the names that dissipated over the years. Conridge Holloways, the Warren Moons, who almost was told you can't play it. First and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings at the 38. It's a run to the right, 2 yards. Quickly tackled by number 59, Anthony Orgy. They gave him 3 yards on that play. It looked like 2, but they gave him 3. Second and 7. 10 minutes to play. Shotgun. They brought Carson Wentz back in the game. Blitz. Caught. Tackled. Muasau. Bryson Nesbitt with the catch. Be 3rd and 2. Now we're seeing more about the young rookie out of Auburn. We talked about Marlon Davis earlier. Now we're talking about Bobby Jamison Davis, The man mountain himself. Six foot three, 328. 3rd and 1. Shotgun. It's a pass. Blitz is coming. Looking right. Incomplete. JT Woods with coverage. No laundry on the field. 4th down. It's, oh, nice tip at the line by 48 himself, Trace Ford, the outside linebacker out of Oklahoma. Because of the tip ball at the line of scrimmage, funny enough, cornerbacks then can tackle the receiver to prevent a catch. Fair catch at the 5-yard line for Xavion Gipson. It's been some bad field position for the New York Giants this entire second half. While we wait for the big guys to come back, the offensive unit, it's just, this is what you expect. It's 3rd and 4th stringers. They're not connected. They're fighting for jobs. They're 3rd and 4th stringers for a reason. Brandon Allen, funny enough, I saw him play in Cincinnati. He played very well under that scheme. No longer in Cincinnati. I believe the main backup there is Jake Browning and Joe Flacco. So run up the gut for the Giants. Vikings are playing run. You're not going to get much from Eric Gray in the run game right here. Pinned this far into your own territory. J.C. Davis, Jake. They've already subbed out Daniel Fa'alele. They moved Kubas to the left guard spot. They've pulled Odell Beckham Jr. Allen drop back pass, quick pass. It's a 1st down to Ryan Miller. Miller, Cambridge, Barrios are in the game, and Gipson. Shotgun again. It's a run to Eric Gray. He found a crease. Got about 5 yards. In on the tackle. Number 25 for the Vikings. Khalif Halassi, the 4-year man out of Western Kentucky. They saw that one play for Daniel Fa'alele, and they were like, yeah, no, we're done. We're done. Get him out of there. I formation for the Giants. It's a run. Grant Finley. Eric Gray. 3 yards on that play. I just realized because it's preseason, there's double numbers on each side. So there's a 48 and a 48 on offense and defense. So previously I said Tanner Conner was in coverage. That was actually Trace Ford because he's the 48 on defense. Tanner Conner's the 48 on offense. I apologize for the mistake. There's the correction. Shotgun once again. Motion for Gipson. Cambridge, Gipson, Miller. Drop back pass. Allen. Has time. 1st down. Cambridge. And then some. Allen just finding some time. Found the man in the open zone. The offensive line gave him some time. I know it's against 3rd string and 4th string, but this is also the 3rd and 4th string for the New York Giants. And that offensive line looked very, very solid. Neal, Ryan Shemecker on the right tackle. J.C. Davis on the left tackle. Under center. It's a run up the gut. Gray got 4. Under 6 minutes left. Kamara with the tackle. Shotgun. Isaiah Hodgins is now in the game. Quick pass to Eric Gray. Gray got to make one man miss. He does. First down. Made a second man miss. We're focusing on Evan Neal this drive, the former top 10 pick for the New York Giants. They moved him to guard last year after he didn't pan out at tackle. I formation, right up the gut. Gray got 4. Can he salvage an NFL career, Evan Neal? Neal mauling. But a slight delayed reaction, though. Shotgun. Connor in motion. Bunch receivers to the right. It's a run play for Turbo Miller. But he was met by Kamara. Got about a yard. Shotgun, Brandon Allen. On the positive side of the 50. Quick pass. Cambridge got a first down, but they're going to call that back. That's a pick play any day of the week. That was as blatant as This is where it's a little confusing, right? About those plays, right? What if it's a screen pass? What if it was a screen pass? Isn't a screen pass a pick play on the outside? Like those bubble screens. What's a pick play? What's not a pick play? First down got wiped out. Hodgins, Miller, Gibson, Gray. 3rd and 15. Who wants a job? Blitz is coming. It's a quick play. I find it odd that you want to set up a quick screen with your slowest wide receiver. That's just me. 4th down for the New York Giants. Under 3 minutes. Stout in for his 6th punt of the day, I believe. I think. Can he pin them inside the 5? Fair catch inside the 10 at the 8-yard line for the Minnesota Vikings. Trayvon Rudolph, the rookie out of Toledo. Here comes the Giants defense. Giants could have won this game if that catastrophic interception by Brandon Allen didn't occur. And they still had a shot to stop the Minnesota Vikings in the red zone after those two amazing stops by Jack Kelly, Khalil Allen, and I believe the first one was by Caleb Murphy. Under center for the Minnesota Vikings, Carson Wentz. It's run all day, and they Giants stop him. A Finney orgy. Anthony orgy. Sorry. Two-minute drills upon us with 2 minutes left in the game. The Minnesota Vikings 13. The New York Giants 10. We're coming down to the last moments of this game while we wait for the game to come back to the bookshelf. The rise of the black quarterback. And then this right here was all soccer. Shout out to all my soccer people. Ballum, Angus were in the chat. This is for you guys. I have Fear and Loathing in La Liga by Sid Lowe. It's about La Liga, Barcelona, Real Madrid. The club, how English Premier League became the wildest, richest, most disruptive force in all of sports. Inverting the pyramid. Revolution, the rise of Arteta's Arsenal. And Invincible by Amy Lawrence, about the greatest season in Premier League history. That's what that is. We have some books about some comic books about some media. I have the 2 Watchmen extended editions. There's that. Shout out to Angus. You have inverting the pyramid. That's good. That's good. Yeah, so we got the 2 Watchmen books. Bought those. This was a gift. I believe this is The Killing Joke. This is by, shout out to my main man, Bradney. Shout out to him. As well as V for Vendetta. That was also a gift from Rodney. Bought these 2 books at a discount bookstore about Star Trek. Cost me about like $2. And then these 2 books. This is a Star Wars book. And this is a book about Star Wars. See, there's a difference. I have Dune right here. The first one, the book that the first 2 movies are based upon. It's this book. First movie is based on the first half of the book, and the second movie is based on the second half of the book. It's one. That's how big this book is. They had to make it into 2 movies, justifiably though. A lot of these books down here are books I got in school. Required readings or external readings of stuff you can read, These are civil rights books with co-authored by John Lewis, God rest his soul. And then you have a bunch of others as well. And then I have more sports book up there. I have basketball books up here. And a book, some 2 hockey books. And there's a book up there called Heat 2, which is a sequel book to the movie Heat, starring Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. But 2nd and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings at the 4-yard line. Shotgun. Showing blitz. Quick pass. kept outside contained for the New York Giants. In on the tackle. Was Corey Black. And it was someone named 44, but it's not Cam Scatterboo. It's the defensive 44. They don't have him on the roster yet. So I'll find out what your name is, number 44, and I'll give you credit. That's the one negative about preseason is not all the numbers are updated on the rosters. Under 5 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 3. Play action. Rolling out right. Wentz. Caught. Marshall Lang. Yeah, man, that's great, man. I can't wait to, improve this bookshelf. Trace Ford was hunting Carson Wentz, but Marshall Lang got down and got it. Oh, does it hit the ground? That's the fist bump from Wentz. That was the game right there. Giants' first time out. If they got that 3rd down stop, the Giants would have had a chance. John Harbaugh's talking about, hey, man, he bobbled the ball. It hit the ground. Are they going to check it? He lost his challenge in the first half, and they're not checking it, even though it's under 2 minutes. John Harbaugh points out the ball moved. He's upset. No, it doesn't, John. It doesn't move. Marshall Lang. Surefire hands. It's a run. It's a tackle. Trace Ford getting in the backfield very quickly. Timeout again for the Giants. In at running back, Jamar Jefferson. This is a big 2 plays for the New York Giants. They want to keep the Vikings on this side of the 50 so they can get punt and possibly have some good field position. Second and 12. They want to burn the Giants' timeout, so they're going to go run once again. Jet sweep. Dylan Bell trying to find him outside. He got some good yardage on it. But Khalid Kamara cleaned it up. But the initial tackle was by Bo Braid. Final timeout for the New York Giants is 3rd down. Dylan Bell, they caught him again on the jet sweep. Kevin O'Connell. Next week, the Giants go down to Miami against the Dolphins. And then they end their preseason with an away game, technically an away game, against the New York Jets. An away game. That game has been very important for the New York Giants. A lot of players have used that game to make the rosters. Well, when I say a lot of players, I mean one player, and his name is Victor Cruz. So every year, the New York Giants look for a Victor Cruz in the preseason, a diamond in the rough. 3rd and 3. Carson Wentz. Quick pass. Dante Fleming made one man miss, made a second man miss. First down. Game over. The Giants had him in the backfield. The Giants are right there. And that does it for the game. The Minnesota Vikings go to preseason, go to New York, and get the dub. 13-10 Minnesota. And that does it for us. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We appreciate your guys' support. Shout out to everybody in the chat that talked. Shout out to Ryan, Kwame, Stretch, Angus, Ballum. Pay the bills. 6140, Libra. Davon, Adelia, Shug. We appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We're 42 away from 600. Also, too, guys, we're consolidating the support. Right now, there's like 4 different areas to support us, right? There's Patreon, there's Ko-fi, there's YouTube. It's just too much. So we've consolidated it, right? December 31st will be the last time we do Patreon and Ko-fi. Everything will be through our website, lgrn.online. Memberships are on there through our website. It's very simple. And if you don't do memberships, one-time donations through that website as well. One-stop shop on that front. 2 tiers, $3 if you just want to keep the lights on around here. We really appreciate it. And $7, you get all the perks. 3 and 7, that's it. Also, on this channel, super chats have been enabled because of you, as well as soon channel memberships are coming as well. So be on the lookout for that. So instead of 4 places to support us, it's just 2. YouTube and through our website. That's it. Memberships on the website and YouTube is YouTube. So I really appreciate it. Without further ado, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I hope your team won a preseason game. And if your team didn't win a preseason game, it doesn't matter because, one, it's preseason. Appreciate you guys for taking this time to also go through my bookshelf. Really, really appreciate it. But without further ado, stay safe, stay cool, and see you guys next week. Peace out.